All right, so this is Dan from CNN here with Oscar in some random cemetery that he is the caretaker of. Oscar, we've got some questions about cemetery upkeep that we'd hope you could answer for us. We're doing a documentary on cemetery pollution in the United States.
Oh.
So, Oscar.
Pollution. Let's see. Cemetery pollution is a serious issue. Definitely one of the bigger issues coming up in the 2008 election. My man Barack Obama is he's lobbying actively right now to try to curb cemetery pollution. Hillary, on the other hand,
CNN is not responsible for any of the political comments made on this documentary.
But I mean, what more, what further specifics would you like to know about?
Well, I have a question specifically, and this is one that's been flooring me, so maybe you could help me out here. I'm curious as to, when we're talking tombstones, okay, we're talking the actual stones themselves, is there any particular type of stone that's more eco-friendly, so to speak? I mean, we've got our limestones, we've got our gray stuff, we got our black ones. I mean, which ones are going to be more?
If we're talking personal favorites, I personally am a granite man.
But from a pollution standpoint, where are we talking here? I mean, limestone, you said granite is your personal favorite. All right. Now, with a granite tombstone, is that, what's the process behind making granite tombstone?
So, the granite's a little bit, tougher than the limestone. I mean, as you can see, a lot of the older limestone tombstones are starting to break down. The newer granite ones can maintain their gloss over time. They're a lot harder and they're much denser. So naturally, the granite's going to be a little more eco-friendly with the earth. Actually, cut that. The limestone's going to be a little bit more earth and eco-friendly. The granite nowadays is starting to become very popular because it lasts a long time. Nobody wants to spend a couple $1,000s on something that's going to, be gone in 100 years or so.
Sure. Now you bring up a good point about the glossy versus the non-glossy. Now, exactly, and maybe you could walk me through the process here. What are we talking in terms of making a glossy finish for a tombstone?
Well, the whole glossy finish thing takes a solid 7 to 8 days longer than a non-glossy finish tombstone. That's why it costs so much. Consumers seem to love the glossy tombstone. I mean, who doesn't like something shiny? You think, ooh, shiny. Of course you're going to go to the glossier tombstone. I mean, I guess it depends how much you actually loved your loved ones.
A fine point. And how much do you love your loved ones? Now, Oscar, we are standing in front of a sort of a monument to someone named Likely. And
Lickley, by the way.
Lickley. I'm sorry, Lickley. Okay. Now, I do have a question. What are we looking at here? What kind of rock would you say this is?
This looks like a mix between actual limestone and a rare element called tungsten. So the Lickley family was exceptionally well endowed. So they actually, had hired a scientist to make this statue and to actually come up with the stone for it so that it would last an exceptionally long time. If you can see, the Lickleys died around 1890s or so. This thing has been here for the longest time. And the Lickley family, like I said, was exceptionally well endowed. We have Helen Lickley, Henry, and Charlotte Elizabeth. And this is actually a symbol of the angel of death. They were very dark people. They were actually Gothic, some of the first Goths to actually hit the United States. So, I mean, this is what they wanted to remember as. And, of course, the Lickley family does not exist anymore. They weren't big on the procreation thing.
Sure. I mean, when you're into goth, that certainly can be an issue. Now, Oscar, again, just to reiterate, make sure that we've got things clear for the public. We're saying that granite is the more eco-friendly solution.
No. Limestone.
I'm sorry, limestone.
Granite
see,
is much more durable.
See, of course.
I've had many years. I have a bachelor's degree in actual caretaking from a highly esteemed university, which I won't mention. My GPA was average, so I'm only the secondary caretaker, but
Fine. See, soon we'll be calling him Dr. Oscar. He is studying. You are going on for your PhD, I've heard, in cemetery maintenance, etc.
Also with landscaping. I'm trying to do a dual PhD sort of thing.
A fine choice. Landscaping, very lucrative business. Okay. So this is Dan Salamone and Oscar, soon to be Dr. Oscar, coming to you live from some random cemetery.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Oscar. And it's been a pleasure. All right. Thank you from CNN.